Hello, welcome to the beautiful summer in Wales. So it's August, and in a month time, we'll enter into autumn. Everything will change, the ambience will change, and change is constant and change is life. And defining leadership in the context of change is very much important. And change comes with situation, how situation changes, how situation evolve over the period of time. And accordingly, the leadership also has to change. The way the leader lead the crew or the society, it also, or the organization, it also needs to be changed according to the time. In last discussion, we have talked about transformational leadership, its definition, its context, and the elements. We have come to know that academician James MacGregor Burns had introduced the transformational leadership concept in late 70s, along with his another concept is called transactional leadership. And going forward, another academician, Bernard Bass, redefined the concept of transformational leadership in the organizational context. As per Bass, four elements are very much important for transformational leaders. So these four elements are idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individualized consideration. So idealized influence is how leader project himself or herself as a role model, how the followers are emulating the leader. The inspirational motivation is how leaders provide the purpose and also create optimism and hope to make followers work towards a shared vision and common goal. The intellectual stimulation is how leaders stimulate the followers to think differently, think innovatively, and create something new, and restructuring the existing solutions, redefine the assumptions. So that is intellectual stimulation. And next is individualized consideration, that how the leaders take care the individual consideration, individual need of followers. So putting these four elements, it forms the transformational leadership. However, Bass had said that there are few more elements which is more relevant to transactional leadership, which is more exchange based. They can also be taken into consideration while exhibiting the transformational leadership. These elements are contingent reward, like providing some reward for achieving some things, is a more exchange based, and management by exception. Management by exception is how the leader controls the activities of the followers, how they take stock of the activities that followers are doing. Some leaders do it actively, some leaders do it passively, but it's management of exception, management by exceptions, which transformational leaders also can adapt to a certain degree depending on situation. And last but least is laissez-faire. So transformational leaders also can adapt the concept of laissez-faire when they can provide the freedom to the followers to decide upon and act upon on a particular thing in a typical situation. So transformational leaders can take all these concepts like contingent, reward, management by exception, and laissez-faire, along with their four key element of transformational leadership, which is idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individualized consideration. So this forms the larger umbrella for the transformational leadership or full range of leadership. Now coming to the elements of transactional leadership. As per Bass, there is nothing wrong in having the transactional leadership qualities, because in many situations, transactional leadership is also effective. Even he said that if transactional leaders take few of the elements of transformational leadership, then transactional leadership also can become very effective, where the followers also start feeling happy with the overall setup that is created by the transactional leader, and the followers also feel more confident, more integrated with the system created by the transactional leader. So both the thing, transformation leadership and transactional leadership, there is no absolute definition, because different leader, different people behave differently. They have different degree of different elements of all these qualities of transformational or transactional leadership. So putting together, if those things can be practiced and those things can be learned by the leaders, and they can improve upon by integrating both the concept of, or both the elements of transactional leadership and transformational leadership, and create a full range of leadership depending on their characteristics and personality, it become very much effective. So this is a unique concept. So there is no single point of truth. So anything can be good if it's effective, and effectiveness comes with result, and everything is linked to the how it handle the individuals, how it handle the followers in certain situation, and what is the degree of maturity of the followers. Depending on, leaders can decide that which kind of leadership suits and that particular situation. So this is overall concept of transformational, which is integrated with transactional leadership. Now coming to our good old concept of democratic and autocratic leadership, how these two concepts fits in the context of transformational leadership. Would like to discuss it more in our next discussion. So I will like to request you to stay tuned and enjoy the last bit of summer. Thank you very much.